This patient has a space between incisors at MN and MX, and especially severe space between central incisors at MX. In the maxillar, we will distribute the space between tooth number 11 and 21 in layer 1. Since there is space, we will perform rotation to fit the ideal arch. In the mandible, we will perform rotation leveling using space. Incline the tooth to the labial side while applying plus torque to the root. Be careful about occlusal interference during retraction, since this patient has a very close occlusion. Correct the access of the central incisor that is tilted distally. If you set the axis movement option to the occlusal and the rotation axis to the tip, you can easily proceed with setup by adjusting the tip. Proceed intrusion for tooth number 21. Start space closing in layer 2. Since there are many occlusal contacts, retract the mandible first and then proceed with the maxillar. Since the maxilla cannot be retracted due to occlusal interference, we will proceed with a further retraction by applying IPR to the mandible. The mandible deviates to the left from the midline. We will apply IPR to the right tooth and align the midline. 0.3 millimeters IPR was applied between tooth number 31 and 41 and number 43 and 44, respectively. Since the occlusion between the maxillary premolars and the mandibular canines is too close, we will proceed with the intrusion setup. We will proceed with space closing while paying attention to the maxillary occlusal interference. All teeth are set up close to the arch line. The final layer aims to achieve perfect space closing while avoiding occlusal interference as much as possible. We will apply overcorrection by evenly distributing overlapping values between teeth. The maxillar also distributes the overlap value evenly and completes the setup with retraction. Finally, confirm the ideal arch line and occlusal relationship and finish the setup. In layer 1, the maximum movement value is about 0.8 millimeters. The number of steps is increased considering the resistance generated by closing the space between number 11 and 21. In layer 2, tooth number 11 and 31 are the teeth that have moved the most. Divide the steps based on this. In layer 3, we will increase the number of steps once more and increase the setup success rate. In layer 4, tooth number 11 and 32 are the teeth that have moved the most. Divide the steps based on this. Finally, check the number of aligners through Show All Steps function.